How do you move from currently being a single person freelancer to become a business that operates even when you are unable to work? Hi everyone. So let's say you've been working as a freelancer for the past 2 to 4 years on Upwork, freelancer.com or on Fiverr, and you're very happy with your current progress. You work 8 to 12 hours every day. You earn a decent amount. You start the day off with applying for new jobs and working for the task with your existing clients, and you're relatively satisfied that you're not really working for anyone else. You're your own boss and you're happy with the arrangement. But are you really your own boss? In a one-person business, basically the person is the master and the slave themselves. So you are the master of your own business, but you're also the slave of your own business. Let's imagine if you fall sick for a week or for a month and you can't work. So basically your factory, which is your business, it shuts down because it's a one-person factory. Even if you can afford it, your factory should still be working when you're asleep. And that's the only way to grow from a freelancer to a proper business. How do you move your business from currently being a single person freelancer to become a business that operates even when you are unable to work? So here are the 3 steps. Step 1 is you need to make sure you've got enough revenue flowing into your business. So you need to make sure that you do understand the art of getting new clients on Upwork, and you also need to make sure that you've got enough long-term clients that will help you survive for the next 6 to 12 months. There's another thing that you need to make sure is that you've got enough savings to run your business. Let's say you don't get any new work on Upwork for the next 2 to 3 months. Will your business be able to survive? So these are the things that you need to make sure to have sufficient cash flow in the business, sufficient savings, and then reliable clients before you are able to move from a single person freelancer to becoming an independent business. Step 2, there's an author by the name of Tim Ferris. In his book, The 4-Hour Work Week, Tim Ferris has coined a term called DEAL. DEAL stands for define, eliminate, automate, and liberate. So these 4 steps then help any business automate everything so that your involvement in the business becomes less and less and your business works more efficiently without you being in there. So let's start with define. So you need to define a list of all tasks and processes in your business. Let's say you apply for jobs trying to get more new clients. That's a process in itself. And then work accepting tasks from existing clients and working on those tasks and delivering results to the client, getting their feedback, then reworking on that work. So you need to make sure that each and every small or bigger task that exists in your business, you need to define that task. And once you define the task, we then move on to eliminate. So there are so many different tasks in a business that don't really need to be there. For example, when you're getting task definition from a client, they might be telling you verbally on a meeting. You then take down notes. You would then make those notes into a proper document outlining each and every detail and everything, right? So this possibly one process to eliminate would be asking the client to provide you a document with all the notes. But there are pros and cons of everything. When it's a new client, you always want to make sure that you reduce the number of steps and don't let the client do more of the work and you take over the entire burden, which includes project definition as well. Another example would be, let's say your entire work depends upon Google Drive. You're a graphic designer and the client gives you photos in Dropbox. You then spend time on a regular basis downloading photos from Dropbox, then re-uploading them into a Google Drive, right? And then that's where you start working. So the idea would be then to ask the client by sharing directly Google Drive links, the photos and videos that they'd like to share with you. Then this way, it'll then eliminate one of the processes in your business. These are just examples, right? Every business has a list of processes and systems that need to be eliminated from the business to work more efficiently. The idea is basically for you to eliminate unwanted work from your business. After that comes automate. So how do you automate any systems in your business? There are 2 ways to automate things. One is to start using softwares that help you manage your projects and start to improve your efficiency. These project management softwares such as Trello or Monday.com, or instead of communicating with your clients using WhatsApp, you can use Slack, which is not a free software, but the free version of that software helps you get enough done with your team. It helps you collaborate with your team, helps share videos and text and instant messages with your clients. Basically using automation tools that will help you automate your processes. That's one way you can automate things in your business. The second way you can automate things in your business is by introducing additional team members in your business. So you're just one person and you've got only enough hours in a day to do all the work. So, but let's imagine you create a clone of yourself. Basically hire another person, train them to do a certain task in your business until they learn, and then they become a valuable asset to your business, and they will relieve you of your time so that you can live more of your time and let them do the work while you monitor and manage the work that they are doing. So that is another way you can automate flows. After that comes Liberate. So basically, once you have defined the different processes in your business, you have gone ahead and eliminated unnecessary processes, automated the business flows. These three things working together, you'll then have the time freedom to work on your business instead of working in your business. So Deal is one of the processes that has helped me transform my business completely. It has definitely helped me a lot to improve the efficiency of my business. So Step 3 is continue improving your business and processes and measure. So this system is never ending. So you need to continue to define processes, you need to improve the processes, you need to continue the hiring process. You've hired one employee, you need to hire the second employee, the third employee. Keep training them, keep giving them the work, and make sure that they've got your support whenever they need so that they can do their job properly and become a valuable asset for your business. You need to keep improving the number of automation softwares that you're using, so that manual systems become automated within your business. One of the examples is using automations in Trello, which I've created a separate video for altogether. And then the most important part is measure your results. So you need to measure. What do you need to measure? You need to measure how many new clients are you getting every month or a week, or how many existing clients are satisfied and are giving you more and more work every month, every week. You need to have weekly stats, monthly stats. You also need to see how your team is performing. Where exactly are they being stuck? Measure those hindrances. Try to avoid those hindrances. Try to work every day, every week, every month to improve and further improve the processes within your business. And working repeatedly on improving your process is the key to a successful business and improving the efficiency of your business. And this working together will then liberate you of your time. So once you are liberated of working from the day-to-day tasks within your business, you'll then have the time to work on the valuable stuff, the work that really matters, which is bringing in more clients, improving systems, and making sure your company always has a steady workflow. You will then no longer be a freelancer. You will actually then be a business in the real definition. So these are the 3 steps I want to talk about in this video. These 3 steps, if you follow, will then take you from being a freelancer into a successful business. You'll have more time freedom. You'll experience great efficiency in your business, and great efficiency always leads to great profits within your business. However, having said that, measurement is the key to success. Always make sure you've got a healthy workflow and a healthy cash flow within your business. Without sales and without cash, a business can never survive. So yeah, that's the tip I want to mention towards the end of the video. I wish you all the best from your journey from a freelancer to a business, and any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I wish you all the best for your business.